and then we'll do we'll try the orbital napalm.
There is no orbital in napalm.
Yeah, there is. They gave it for free for a day. Unless I
Really?
missed it.
Well, I mean, we failed the major order.
Yeah.
So I just look at like live
Yeah, that should be it. Is it working?
schedule for 9/4 at 6:34.
That should be it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on. I
You see
used the
me?
video.
Yay. So I was playing Oblivion, and the game, like the deck I saw reminded me of it.
Yeah,
It was good.
the good trumpet music.
And I managed to talk with Sean Bean for a bit too. He's still alive in my game.
What character does he play?
Ned Stark and every other hero character that dies, including the Lord of the Rings guy.
No, in Oblivion. What character does?
The illegitimate son of the king.
Oh, the friar guy.
Yeah, the church guy.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
didn't interact with the main quest line too long at the very end, so like
He keeps
it's
wanting.
hard for me to remember because it's kind of like
I know, right?
like here's the captain of the starship, and he dies right away, and then
Yeah,
there's
this other famous actor.
and then there's the friar guy, and then there's just a bunch of side quests and like dungeon delving, and then it's like, all right, I've closed, and then it was, oh, what was it? And then it was oh shoot, I've been a vampire for like 400 or like 200 hours, and I have my super cool mansion in the Gold Coast, and then I stopped being a vampire, and that took like another 30 hours because I had used all the garlic for alchemic material, so I had to find like 2 garlics, but it was almost impossible. So then I stopped being a vampire, and then I couldn't close all the Oblivion gates because there were too many Oblivion gates. And then my frame rate started getting impacted, and then I finished the main quest, and all the Oblivion gates ended, and then I never came back for my reward. And that was my Oblivion experience, and that's what's in my memory.
It's a good one. It's not a bad one. So the deck follows the Oblivion story if the bad guys win.
What's in your deck?
Yeah, so this is the first card. So there's an evil scheme. I use it right away so I can get my combo piece. And it goes on top of my deck so they can't like discard it.
2 target players, each of them search. Okay, so you.
I ignore the shuffler.
Well, I mean, the shuffle is technically good for you.
Almost. And then
I think you shuffling your deck is good because whatever BS the shuffler has
decided. Yeah, it goes away.
like it'll go away. Like when it actually shuffles from a card, it legitimately shuffles the deck compared to when you start the game. So I think that's double positive for. Technically, that's a positive for both factions, both sides, the same amount.
Yeah, but I get my Uber combo piece, and they just get like a card. They don't know what my deck is yet. And then this is the Mythic Dawn.
They could still get an Uber combo piece.
They could, but not as Ubery as I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So here's the Mythic Dawn.
This scheming symmetry is the Mythic Dawn.
No, Faithless Looting, the next card.
Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards.
Yep. So it's based on my Yu-Gi-Oh thing also, where it's like, I need to put cards in the graveyard and reborn them. And that's what this does.
Okay.
So it says non-legendary creature. And I basically revive the card.
Turn target non-legendary creature card from graveyard battle. Okay.
So that's a pretty good card. And this is another just draw discard card. I'll skip over that. And then this is the monster I revive. So you see it looks like a phoenix, like Martin September guy. So the Faithless Looting people have to put him in the graveyard.
I mean, but that's totally a thing. But flying. You may
It's a
collect.
bird flying thing. I don't know. I didn't finish the campaign yet. I'm only
You may
18 hours in.
collect evidence 10 rather than pay the mana cost for spells you cast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means, but
So
okay.
it says it on the top left. Like,
Oh,
oh, sorry. Let me.
exile cards with total mana value 10 or greater. Oh, okay. Oh, of course you'll have a graveyard. Hopefully, with your faithless looting, you
I
loser.
know. So I put something really big that costs 10 in the graveyard.
Which can be
Really
a
big.
number of those. Great until it's in your hand, I suppose.
Yeah, and this is okay if it's in the graveyard because it costs 7, and you know, like Cathartic Reunion and Persist, they count as like 2 more, so it adds up to 10.
Yeah, just go over them slowly, because I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It's okay.
7 seconds behind you with the stream.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll wait. So,
So, so what do you want me? So I just saw faithless looting, and I saw the thing. What do you want me to see next?
so basically, I put this card in play, Conspiracy Unraveler in play.
Yeah, the Sphinx. Okay.
Yeah, and because these other cards, Cathartic Reunion and Faithless Looting, I have to discard 2.
What is Cathartic Reunion? As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard 2 cards. Draw 3
Yeah,
cards.
I don't even care if they counter it. I just needed to discard.
It's an additional cost of the spell, discard 2 cards. So this is entire Are you able to cast that spell if you do not have 2 cards in your deck in your hand?
No,
Okay.
you have to
That's a
have
little
2.
bit of a so you always have to, not always, but like you're encouraged to have at least 2 cards in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so I'm gonna have the
And what is this
bird.
again? Is that the return from the graveyard?
This is the Monster Reborn, yeah.
Okay.
Then I have the bird in the graveyard, and then I have a big uber guy in the graveyard. So like Kozilek or Ulamog or something.
And what does Seagate Restoration do?
It lets me fill up my hand, and it's a big spell too. So it costs 10 almost.
7. And Omniscience is draw cards or something?
I get to play cards without paying their mana. So basically, as soon as I get Omniscience in play or one of the Ulamogs in play, I basically win because those cards are almost unbeatable.
Do you really need 4 Omniscience?
It's very important. And I am trying to do the collect evidence 10 anyways. And it costs 10.
But it's an enchantment. Does that still count?
Yup.
I guess it does, yeah.
Yup. So
There isn't anything better than Cathartic Reunion?
that's
Draw
what I
2,
might
discard 2.
that's what I might need help with. But I'm gonna fight a bot. And the deck is like a little sloppy, but it's almost there. I think my lands suck.
I can kind of see that. I mean, like, even if you don't take into account the lands,
Yeah,
I'm never a 4-4-4-4-4
I know.
Magic player, so I'll never give you recommendations to be like, yeah, you need all 4s of these things. Like, no, you need like 2 or 3 of them, right? You'll be fine. You can put some other stuff.
Oh my goodness, I already got all the cards I needed. So I put the mountain. Here's the Mythic Dawn. Mythic Dawn go like, yeah, we're gonna do some evil thingies. And then I put 2 things in the
You only have
graveyard.
1 mana.
Yeah, I know. But I need to draw a black. And if I draw a black, I get my Monster Reborn card. Which I didn't draw. So I just keep on waiting. Need to draw a black. Didn't draw a black. So, more Mythic Dawn.
You can faithlessly loot
Hey!
if you survive long enough.
I did draw the black, though. And then Oh no, I threw away the wrong card. Oh, that's okay. I'll just,
Oh, boy.
I'll just, I forgot I needed my, persist. I threw away the wrong card. That's my bad. And so now I needed, I need persist. I accidentally threw away scheming symmetry, but I drew another one.
Oh, it put it on the top of your deck. I thought
It
for some reason
does.
it was at
That way they can't get rid of it
the end.
unless they mill me. And so now I put the bird with the monster reborn. I'll let the stream catch up. And now, with all the faith from the Mythic Dawn, I can play Omniscience. And I
You want to just do a Defiler right away.
no, because Omniscience lets me play Defiler for 0 anyways.
See, that is pretty broken where you can just dump whatever as soon as you get it out.
I know. Oh, I should probably put this guy too. I draw more cards. I didn't get very good cards. I'll just play this now. I don't really need this or this.
Is this like a? Is this a deck that's consistent with the current?
It actually won quite a bit of times.
But like in the current whatever the
No, it's historic. But I don't want to play standard because it's dumb.
standard is dumb. This isn't dumb. This is pretty dumb right now.
No, this is fun.
Let me play another one in case you destroy it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess resolve, whatever.
Don't you have like a maximum hand card size?
Nope. Thanks to this other card that I played. The Seagate Restoration.
No.
So, because this guy has Annihilator 10, he has to sacrifice 10 permanents every time he attacks.
Yeah, I know.
So I'll just do that real quick.
Congratulations.
I did it!
Yeah, this seems pretty broken.
I like it though. I win as soon as I put Ulamog in my opponent's scoop, so my games are only 2 minutes long.
Yes, but you know the only thing that beats that is the rune. What's the rune crab?
Almost. I have the bird. I have a thing to shuffle. I need a mulligan, I think. Oh, here we go. Nope. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I'll keep this.
Let's get started.
As I ran out of mulligans, basically. This is a time where I have to dig. A lot. So this is where the deck sucks. Because I don't have the searchy cards.
What do you mean you have a mountain and a swamp? More do you need than that?
Yeah, but I need to put the bird in the graveyard and all that other stuff. I probably should have kept the land. Oh, that's okay. Shuffle lets me. Yep. Still failing. I need more faith.
Poor face.
I have to draw the bird and the resurrection spell.
Maybe you'd be better off putting in like a diabolic tutor or something like that if it's not
There you
being.
go. I managed to find one puzzle piece. I'm gonna get the persist first. A demonic tutoring? Yeah, that was another card I saw.
Can't you still play a mountain?
I don't want to.
You don't want to play a mountain because you need
No,
cards?
'cause I need to I need to have something to discard. Okay, I guess so. I need a discard outlet. Okay, right. I think I got it. I just another more turn. Those mulligans kicked my butt though. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll survive, right? 3, 6, 7, 8. Nope, I don't.
See you again soon, Planeswalker.
Fuck you, Sparky. And your 1-1s. I'm gonna try one more time. You see how, like, it's really good or really bad? Like, this. I just want to make it a little more consistent. I have persist.
Be less reliant on keeping at least 2
I'm
cards
your
at all
Spark.
times in your hand. You didn't even
Let
use
me
that
show
card
you
though. You
just
didn't even
what
use Cathartic Reunion. You just used
Right.
it to discard it eventually from the other stuff. So like, and you have blue. Well, you have the blue in the. How do you afford the blue in the deck when you don't have blue?
The blue isn't for anything. It's. I'm never gonna play the blue normally. Never ever gonna play Omniscience. Yeah, I need to draw the bird. Yep.
You have no ability to block anything early in the game. You're 100% reliant on getting your combo in that.
100%. But the surprising thing is, I have 50-50 win-loss with it already on live.
How is that surprising? How is that surprising? The game literally tries to keep you at 50-50.
Getting closer. I gotta find the bird. No! I've been through almost half the deck, Jason.
Your deck is extremely susceptible to Shuffler, keeping you from getting your cards.
Damn it.
Good game.
I know I can do it. I know I can do it. But there's a couple tricks I want to implement. There's like a land that lets you oh, see, this is much better. This is a much better one.
I'm your Spark. Let me show
'Cause you
you
lost too
just
many
what
times.
you're capable of.
Where's bird? Bird. Bird. Yeah. Okay, that was one turn. And my opponent has 2 turns. And my opponent has 3 turns.
You're not gonna play the mountain.
No, I want to discard the hand size.
Oh, you don't trust that you're gonna draw something that you can play?
There are birds in the graveyard. Step 1 complete. Usually right about now, my opponent is getting close to comboing. Well, I guess I could play this. As the next card I'll play for free. Almost. No, that was I shouldn't have played that. Should have just discarded. Sometimes my opponent quits because I only have one land, too.
Why?
I don't know. Okay. I did it. I'm still alive. Okay, so now that the bird is here, and then I can put. I should probably put this. No, I'm. Okay, there we go. Omniscience. Now everybody's free. Draw a bunch of cards. None of them were good. Draw a bunch of cards. Here we go. And then I should be okay from here.
Whoa.
Wait. And this is the only other creature I can play because of the legendary rule.
Just
Okay.
replay the same ones over again.
Yeah. And if they die or get removed, I have more in my hand. All of my hand. And I definitely win now.
Congratulations. You've done it.
Hey, I'm so good at this game. See, 50-50, Jason. It only takes 2 minutes.
You pretty much just Yu-Gi-Oh! You pretty much just Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, like modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like,
And-
did I get my combo pieces? No. Well, I might live long enough.
So, when you're on live play, you actually get these early cards a lot sooner because of the hand smoothing, and then you get like one of your big guys. So it works with and avoids the shuffler.
Cathartic Reunion could be replaced with something better if there's
I
cards available.
I think so. At least it was a common though. The only reason why I liked it was because even if they counter it, I still managed to put a 10 cost spell and a bird in the graveyard. And the bird in the graveyard.
Do they counter it ever?
They have. And then I just use persist on the next turn and combo off immediately because something big's in the graveyard and my bird is back and
Yeah, I don't think you need 4 Ulamogs.
which one?
Both.
Well, if you find another monster that costs 10, that's good for historic mode, then I'll do it.
I don't think you need a full. I don't think you need a 10 cost must. I don't think you need that many 10 cost cards. Like you regularly, even when you were like searching for bird, you regularly had loads of 10 cost cards available to use at any given. I don't think you need those many to still have the deck work as intended.
4, 8, 12, 16. I have 16 10 costs. That's
Yeah.
that's just over a third.
It's a lot of your deck.
A third land and then a third to search.
Why do you even need a third land? You only need 3 at a time, right?
I need in total 3 at most. This is the minimum amount of lands I went with. I went with 20. But I know there's better lands out there that come into play untapped and they both give a mountain or a swamp.
You could probably reduce your lands by like 1 or 2 apiece. maybe
Mm-hmm.
one apiece. You probably don't need that many 10 cost creatures. You probably reduce all your 10 costs by one, except for Omniscience, because you realistically need that no matter what. Your deck doesn't work without it.
No, this is a
It's not like
must-have.
you don't need like 2 or 3 like you don't need a 2 or 3 copies in your hand of an Ulamog or a Kozilek.
I have seen them get this one died from death touch because I wasn't paying attention. So that was made me laugh. He died from a 1/1 death touch rat. And then this guy got pacifist by my opponent as well.
Yeah, but every match I've seen so far, you've always had like plenty of cards.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not telling you to have less Seagate Restoration because you need the card draw.
no,
You
that's
probably
that's
could
good
do
to have.
something-
This guy's a decent card draw too, if the hand is small. But yeah, I could see that having less of these. I need more 10
like instead of-
cost things.
Like instead of 4, if you did 3, 3, 3, and 3, and then you probably do 8 swamps and 8 mountains. Wouldn't be a bad test that I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you a lot of cards to try and smooth out your initial part of the game, either through more searching, or better searching, or whatever.
So I'll get rid of 3 and 2
No, no.
here.
It sounds like you don't like you pretty much. Yeah, that's what I would do.
And then more searchy things.
That seems to be the direction you're going. Because then if you have even more searches, if you're doing like, if you're searching for more stuff, or if you're searching better, then assuming black or red has good searches that you could choose from. Because normally blue is better at that.
Oh, that's banned. Demonic Tutor's banned in Historic.
Yeah.
Oh, lame. Search your library for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top. Well, those are some rares. No. What? Search. Oh, it's just a flavor text. Oh, no. No. Yeah. I'll just have to put search in the search bar, and this. I think this was the one you mentioned, right?
Which one?
Grim Tutor.
That is an option. I said demonic tutor, but grim tutor is the
Ooh,
more sacrificial version of it.
I like this one. Buried Alive. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards and put them in your graveyard.
Yeah, that was actually. Oh, geez, that's an old one. I have like the original when it first came out. It came out with like a zombie deck that had dredge and everything. Buried Alive is one of them. Cost 3, which is the negative, but like
It makes
not
it
bad for
happen.
what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you could just dump the creatures you want in your graveyard. The 10 costs. Or you could straight up put your bird in the graveyard, which is what you
Exactly.
wanted
Exactly.
anyway. Yeah, I would do that. I like there might be something better than that, but that's definitely one that I would suggest.
Yeah.
The
Wish
only
Talk
negative thing
Talisman. That's weird. Yes, Wish Tall is similar. Oh, this says dispossesses. Choose an artifact card name. Search target opponent's player. Shuffle. Oh. Are there more? Yeah. Oh, I used to have that one to find Finn. What I wish is they let 2 versus 2 happen so that I can use scheming symmetry on my teammate.
If they had a 2v2 instead of 1v1, I would still probably be playing the game, even with the broken shuffler.
Because I would be using scheming symmetry the whole time. I like the buried alive option. I'm gonna throw some of those in. It costs 3, but it's something to consider.
I don't
Grim.
know if I put a whole 4 in, but yeah.
I just clicked it for now in case, because sometimes I only put 1 and then I go like, what's this card? And I click it to look at it and then it goes away and I never see it again unless I had shadow play. So I put 4 for now just to like make sure if I accidentally click it, it stays there.
Yeah, I feel like 2 or 3 wouldn't be bad for this deck.
Yeah, two or 3 is good. And
Grim
costing
Tutor.
3 isn't so bad because the Seagate restoration costs 7 and that adds up to 10.
Does that... Oh, so you just have to equal 10. You can choose more
Yep.
than one card.
Exactly.
Oh, if you can choose one more than one card,
Yeah.
that's not even that big of an issue.
No. So one time I did it when I had only Cathartic Reunions in my graveyard and 1 Seagate. Yeah, some of these search cards actually cost a lot here with the 3. Search your library for a card. Exile it face down. Then shuffle. Okay.
I'd probably stop with 3.
Turn exile card face up. And if it's a creature card, you lose life equal to its mana value. Oh, okay. You may put the exiled card onto the battlefield if it's a creature card. If you don't put it in... If you don't put it into your hand. Okay, that's an interesting one, but it's very slow.
Yeah, if you want to lose 10 life.
Yeah. Well, the bird costs only that much, but maybe this is... I have to wait two more turns after I've already put 3 mana.
That'd be a really interesting card to use in conjunction with the life gain deck. Just like life gain, and then have that with some big bruiser. It's like,
Yeah.
alright, you lost 9 life. I don't care.
It comes back and I get 10 immediately.
Here's this giant creature to deal with.
If this spell is bargain, look at the top 4 cards of your library and put up to 2 of them back on top.
I don't
In
think
any
you can do that.
and then no, draw 2 cards and you lose 2. No, I can't do that one. What's this one? Ew, it's a furry.
It's just the rat people from whatever that one was.
Yeah, I don't think I can use cards that cost more than 3 mana for searching. I like the Buried Alive. That's a fun one. It literally does exactly what I want. It doesn't fill up my hand.
You should search red cards for
Oh yeah, I have red checked up here.
draw and discard. Not just search, just like draw and discard.
A lot of these ones don't look like they search for things other than themselves, like search for more goblins, search for more pyromancers.
I mean, black is search specifically for cards. Red is the trade of discard or draw and discard, and I think the draw and discard is where it's at for your deck.
Yeah, I'm scrolling over here. Yeah, it sure takes a while to scroll over. Okay. What's their creatures? Unless they have haste, there's no point. Creatures you control gain trample, draw a card. Well, I have that one. Faithless Looting. Definitely a good one. Because that has to be in the deck because those are the Mythic Dawn robes.
They are. Even though it's like a guy with like MS Paint clothes on him.
Hmm. Discard a card, sacrifice. It doesn't do enough. I need to draw a discard, yeah. Not just draw. I need to draw a discard.
Yeah, look for a 2-cost. They're normally like a 2-cost. I know when I was still playing, they had some that were like cost 2. It was like draw 2, discard.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Oh, this is a new one. Oh, I've seen that one. Wow, yeah, some people really like that one. Cost 2. I draw 2 and I discard 1. Okay.
Yeah, but you don't need the other bonus.
I don't need the haste. I'll put it in just for maybes, but I don't like how I only discard 1 card. I need 2 cards in the graveyard. The bird and something jumbo. Discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards.
That's not bad.
That isn't. The other one lets me draw 3. The Cathartic Reunion lets me draw 3.
But you...
If it gets negated, I didn't pay the discard 2.
It does require you to have 2 cards in your hand.
I'll put it in the maybes. That one probably is worse empirically to Cathartic.
I think Cathartic Pyre, yeah, is worse than Cathartic Reunion. I agree.
But I'll leave it in case I have room for it. Because right now I'm at a surplus of 7. So.
You're losing a card on it.
Yeah.
Because you don't get a card replacement for Cathartic Pyre that you have to play.
No. That's a Sandra thing. Discard a card, then draw a card. No. Not good enough. Oh, that's... as additional cost, sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. Draw 2. Oh, it's a common and it's an instant. It doesn't discard 2, though.
True.
Discard a card, then draw a card. Rebound. If you cast a spell from your hand, exile it as a result. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. Oh. So I basically get 2 draws for 1 discard. Okay. I don't know. Some of these I can read on my big screen. What was this one again? You might put...
Fire Prophecy.
Yeah. Fire Prophecy deals 3 damage to target creature. You might put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. No.
Doesn't discard.
Does not discard. No good. if you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, it deals 5 damage. Well, it has the word draw in it. So
Is what you searched for.
it is what I said. You may discard a card or sacrifice a land. If you do, draw 2 cards. Plot. You may pay blah. And exile this card. Cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana. Oh, no, I don't like that one. I know that. That one's too slow.
Sorcery is too slow.
I
You played most of your cards.
because of the plot. Why would I ever plot it? Because if I plot it, I have to wait a turn anyways when I could just play it for 2 now. Like, this was a
Gotcha.
dumb
Yeah,
card.
You really would never plot it.
If it was something like play from the graveyard, then yeah.
That's actually what I thought it meant, but you're correct.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
You're right. It's a
What's it called? When you play it from
I
the
don't know.
graveyard. Flashback.
yeah, but that's not flashback. That's whatever the other one.
Oh, this is weird. And it may discard a card if you do draw 2
The
cards.
creature, which is vulnerable.
Yeah. Well, it starts off as a enchantment on your opponent's side of the field with 4 hit points. But I'm never gonna attack it. These are creatures without haste. Discard. Oh, look at this one. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, discard up to 2 and then draw that many cards.
It's a creature, which is vulnerable.
It is a creature that's vulnerable. But it is a discard 2 and a draw 2. And I typically do nothing on my turn anyways.
It'll be on the slow side, but has the chance of allowing you to get more cards that way.
Yeah, I will probably get rid of it, but I'm going to put it in the deck for now and wean it later. But it is essentially the effect I'm looking for. It's a good point, though. Ooh, discard your hand and draw 3 cards? What does this do? Oh. No, I'll never end up doing that. Discard a card, draw a card. No. Discard a card, draw a card. Okay. It deals 1 damage and you draw a card. Instant and sorcery spells cost 1 less to cast. And yeah, I'm never gonna do that. Attacks, you may sacrifice. Or discard a go. Red herring. No. Draw a card as long as it. No. You may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. Craft? What is this craft mechanic? Exile dinosaurs? Yeah, but I don't have any. But I could. Oh, a lot of these. Oh, discard your hand? Draw 2 cards. Oh, but that's not good because I can't, if I have, buried alive in my, or not buried alive, persist in my hand, it goes away. If this was a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I would put persist face down on the field, and then I'd discard my hand. As an additional cost to this spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. No, Cathartic Reunion is just... It does the same thing, but with more cards. What's the difference between these 2? Oh, well.
They're the same. They just have different names.
I don't know.
It's So that's pretty much use 2 cards, draw 2 cards.
Yeah. You may discard a card if you do. Just okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I think we're up to 3. Games are typically over at that point.
Keep going for 3 since you also have Buried Alive as 3.
True. 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 Bloodsun. When it enters, draw a card. All lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. Yeah, that turns off all the mana lands. Ooh. Look at this one. When it enters, I can discard any number of cards and then draw that number of cards plus 1. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, I don't know what that means, put a boar counter on blah blah blah. Then if there are 3 or more, descend.
Descend each time a permanent card is put in your graveyard from any.
Oh.
That could be useful.
Yeah, this
I
one.
don't know if I would rely on it, but it has a positive, hand size direction.
It does, and I can get rid of the bird, and maybe.
Not positive; it's neutral still. But
yeah, I'll put it in the main base for now.
That's a better maybe than quite a few of the ones.
Yeah, I agree. Let's expand 4. You expand 4 as you spend your 4th total mana to cast a spell. I don't like discarding my whole hand. When this case enters, discard a card, then draw. To solve, you have no cards in hand. That's not possible. I'll just quit reading it then. What is this one? Choose 1 or more. Escalate. You may pay the escalate costs for each mode chosen beyond the... Oh, okay, so that's essentially that other keyword. Every player discards all cards, then draw that many cards. Deals 4 damage, deals 3 damage. Oh, okay. I don't like it. I don't think I like it.
Really surprised I'm not seeing like.
Oh, this one has flashback, but
I'm surprised I'm not seeing like a draw. Like a draw 3 cards, discard 2 or something like that.
I know. I thought there were. I thought they're very much like look at this second step. Discard up to 2 cards and draw 2.
Yeah, but that's like so slow.
It is super slow. I can't use this one. Discard a card, then draw. They're all discard 1 card.
Yeah, but you have to count playing the card as discarding a card as well.
Yeah. I do want to discard a big thing, though. But yeah, these 3s plus the 7 add up to 10. Ooh, look, I could just be a red sliver deck. There we go.
Just be a red sliver deck. Yep, exactly. Just play a red. Just have 4 red slivers and play them, just so that way you can use the ability. Don't even attack with them ever.
Do I get a zombie? I want to discard 2 and draw 3 more often. You know?
Yeah, I really thought that there were some like 2 red mana cost, discard 2, draw 3, and I'm really surprised I haven't seen it yet.
I know. I'm in the same boat as you.
They were like the wizard ones, like the whole Wizard Academy thing that I could have sworn I used those.
But on Earth, okay. This just has too much text. I don't feel like reading it right now with my current brain function. Draw 2. No. This spell can't be countered. That's nice. Destroy target artifact. If it's no, that's dumb now. Target of risk factor. What? Jumpstart is a keyword that lets me. Let me cast this card from your graveyard. That's like flashback. Okay. It has to get in the graveyard in the first place. Oh, that lets my opponent pick whether they lose 4 life or I draw 3 cards.
Maybe it sees the spoils as
Ooh, look at this one. Yeah. As an additional cost to this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 and create a treasure. I could see it. I could.
Draw a card, draw 2 cards.
Gets my black
Well,
mana.
I mean, you get a mana, you get an artifact, and yeah, I mean, I guess you get a treasure artifact, and it has the exact same effect, only
I'll just put it in the maybes.
it's not super strong, but it's kind of like if you're
It's
running into
there.
mana issues.
Yeah, and it's a common. I can make those and try them out anyways. I think I have plenty of commons. I have 93 commons and 122 uncommons. I don't like discarding my... Put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of the library. Not the bottom of the library. It has to go in the graveyard. No. Oh, we're in the 4 cost. Now we need to find the black reds that go to... There's like black red dual cast.
Oh yeah, maybe it was a dual cast. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Sorry, my scrolling. I think I found it. Sorry, my scrolling was a little slow. That's weird. That's interesting. Starting insanity 1. I don't even know what that means. At the beginning of your upkeep.
Maybe I was doing a blue red for the card draw.
I like this card though. I've always wanted to play it.
Great Desert Hellion.
No, the Omnixilus.
No.
Because there were cards that were like a lot of power but no HP. And then it was like, it's a 6/1. And it's like, okay. Boom.
Yeah, it looks very similar to the the Planeswalker I used for my super sneaky red-black deck.
Yeah. I think we ran out of some options.
Yeah, I don't think it's red-black. I'm surprised I didn't see it as pure red. It's almost like some of the cards I know aren't here.
Yeah.
But I mean, we look through them. You have black and red. Those are your options. So,
and
what the game lets you play with.
Yeah. And there's
I'd say Buried Alive is for sure something that you want to keep.
I like that one. That was a good find. So thanks for that suggestion for sure. I think that one's gonna.
That card's got to be at least 10 years old, 15 years old. That was a card I had when we were in high school.
Yeah. These are cards that I need to find cards that also cost 10 if I'm gonna have less of those, or maybe I don't know yet. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, they have to be creatures, though. I think they
Why do you
have.
need more? Why do you need more?
I don't
tokens?
know if I need creatures. I don't know. I just want to look at some more of them.
I mean, your creatures you have right now seem pretty potent.
They do. This one makes them quit right away. It's like I put it in play, even without Omniscience. I put it in play. I put Ulamog in play.
How did you
And
get 10 mana?
huh?
How did you get 10 mana?
I didn't get 10 mana. I used the bird, and
Oh yeah, the bird. Okay.
I never get past 3 mana. um, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I agree that these creatures are very good. I just like looking through more of them. I was tempted to put this one in. It makes people quit too if I get it. No. Sorry, this one. But then I realized it's gonna kill my own lands since I don't spend my rares on my lands.
Oh, Sundering Titan?
Yeah, isn't it interesting card?
I have like 2 of those on my Urza's deck where I don't have standard lands. I only have Urza lands. So I call it in with all my oodles of mana and then obliterate. I just take out all the
Yeah.
enemies and kids. I love that card. That's one of my more favorite cards, to be honest. For like a big monster card.
This was another one I was considering too. Essentially a board wipe, and then on my upkeep I get all the scary monsters I put in the graveyard.
I don't think your deck is really like a outlasting deck that you would need anything like that. Because your deck is completely about just like getting your big creatures out. And if the opponent can handle those big creatures, like if they test of talents it or something, or I don't know.
If they test the talents, a persist or something, yeah. I'm done anyways. I just leave the game.
Then you're done. Yeah.
I just leave the game. Like I said, each game's 2 minutes. I either persist my bird, or I get my bird in play somehow. Like there's no no in between. But this was an interesting one. I was considering too. What's this one? I know that sounds like it helps my opponent. What? No, I don't like that one. I'll probably cut it again, but I'm going to put it in to remind myself to take another look at it. And then, these were too big to play, I think. Let's see, what was this one? No, it was this one. Protection from spells, protection from permanents. Leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all creatures you control. That was scary. Because it's a sacrifice. And I get to control my opponent's turn, but I don't really know why I'd want to.
Protection from spells and protection from permanents. How would you even stop it?
I don't know.
It has protection from spells and protection from
You have to
permanents.
make the opponent sacrifice it, I guess.
You would have to make your opponent sacrifice it. You're right. It doesn't have protection from the owner. That's it. That's the only way that it would have that scary thing happen where you have to sacrifice all the creatures you control. You'd have to force your opponent to sacrifice that one.
Mm-hmm. And
or
then
say like opponent destroys or something.
You gain control of the target. So these were 2 Emeralds that I thought were interesting, but I didn't want to put in the deck.
Sure.
I got a lot of cards to look at now. The lands I'm gonna look at on my own because there were some lands that were like, that were like draw discard lands almost. So I have to look through them. Let me just find one of them. Oh boy. This was a land I was thinking because I never have 2 or more lands anyways. So I probably have to
Yeah,
put those in.
Haunted Ridge wouldn't be bad for you. I probably don't need very many of them, but it wouldn't be bad to have a couple.
Yeah.
You already have one already.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think you need a full 4.
Yeah.
I don't think that would
Yeah,
be
again, I'm clicking just to not lose it. There was a Psycho Land, but I don't think I like those either. But I could. The pathways I liked. Unless you control... Is this the same one? Oh, no, not Haunted Ridge. It was this one. I get these confused. Unless you control 2 or fewer lands. So if I only have 1 land, it's just... I got it mixed up. Let me get rid of the Haunted Ridge.
I see the,
I got them mixed up. I get them mixed up all the freaking time. 2 or fewer. Where was the land that I saw that was like... this is the pay 2 life, and it comes into play untapped, which is nice.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I think
This
it's
one.
whatever. 2 life can be quite a bit.
It can be. Surveil is look at the top card of your library, and you may put it in your graveyard. It enters tapped, but it does Surveil 1.
That's okay. I don't think that's worth a rare, but it's okay.
Yeah. Luckily, I only have 1.
Blightstone Pathway?
That was
Clips?
this one I had 1 of, and I don't have the ones that I mixed up earlier. I have 1 of this one.
The Black Cleave Cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably just have that Raucous Theater. What else do you have that's a double land that would work?
A lot of commons, but they all come into play tapped. They gain a life or something too. This one wasn't.
If they gain a life, what do you care? What do you care if they gain a life?
No. I don't want it to come into play tapped usually.
Yeah, but if your opponent gains a life or it comes into play tapped, what do you care if they?
Oh, I don't care if they gain a life. I care about them coming into play tapped a little bit.
Yeah, I would care about taking 2 damage, and I would care about them coming into play tapped. But you do so much damage when you actually get your stuff out. I wouldn't care if they gain a life. It's immaterial. So if you have any of those, I would just put those in. Maybe that would even you out. You won't even have to use any cards up to get any.
Yep. But yeah, see it like these guys under into play tap. I don't really care if they gain or if I gain a life or not, but it's a dual land.
Time to duel.
Time to dual land. Well, I got oodles of cards to look at that I'll do when I'm more awake.
Buried Alive for sure. You should.
I like that one.
That fits you really nicely. Portal to Phyrexia, I don't.
I don't know if I like, but if I have Omniscience in play, or I play it from my hand because I already have the bird, like...
But you don't need any of those cards in your graveyard. Like, the probability of you needing one is super low. It means you'd have to gone through most of your deck to get...
Yeah. Which... Sometimes
it's gonna happen. You'll die before that.
I'll probably cut it because it is a pretty slow one, but it's a card that I always had my eyes on. It was just a very interesting card because it was pure like screaming Yu-Gi-Oh happiness, where it's like I put half my deck in my graveyard, and every turn I get one. And my deck only has broken cards. And I'm gonna pick one based on your deck. But the thing is, the creature comes in the graveyard under my control, but it's not casted. And
Yeah, it's at the beginning of your upkeep.
and the creature isn't casted, and a lot of these Eldrazi's are when you cast the spell, not when they enter the battlefield. So, yeah, I should probably just get rid of it now so I don't tempt myself. I'm talking myself out of it already.
The only positive of not casting for the cards you have is that they can't be countered.
Yep. The thing is, though, when I do cast this and they do use negate, I still exile the top half of their library. It's just simply using the card. It should really be, say, when you use this card from your hand. Like, that's basically what it is.
What does Brass's Tunnel Grinder do again?
Oh, this guy. Yeah, I gotta reread this one, too. It enters, I discard any number of cards and then draw that many cards. So that's...
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty decent one.
And then at the beginning of my end step, if I descended, you may descend each time a permanent card is put in your graveyard from anywhere. Which, I tend to put cards in my graveyard often-ish. At the beginning of your end step, if you decide to put a counter on the thing. If there are 3 or more counters on it, remove those counters and I transform it.
Add a fire whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by this. Cover X where X it says. Cover is exile cards from the top of your library until exile a non-land card with mana value of X or less. So you'd almost transform it immediately based on your actions. But then you'll get hurt by that discover action.
Yeah. You may... Let's see.
But you don't have to use the mana, so you actually won't get hurt by it because you won't cast a permanent.
I won't likely use
free.
that mana. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're free. So
You may cast it without paying its mana cost or put it...
You know, I could totally see putting like 2. I'd probably put like 2 in. 2-ish. 2 to 3. 2. I wouldn't do 1. I'd say 2 or 3.
I probably would too.
And Buried Alive, I could see a 2 or 3 because you don't want to rely on those 3 costs. But like, they're powerful. Like if you get the 3 mana and you have the time for it, you could get your combo pieces in there.
I've won on turn 3 before. Which basically I had a Faithless Looting. But you're right, I like the Buried Alive. I like that one. I'm glad we came across that one.
I think both Brass's Tunnel Grinder and Buried Alive are both excellent choices. What does Obsessive do?
That's the creature that I discard 2 and draw 2 as long as he keeps changing the day night. Yeah.
If you really want it, I wouldn't go more than 2.
Yeah. Luckily, it's an uncommon, so I can play around with it.
I think they're just too vulnerable.
I know, right?
You run into like one control deck, and they'll have nothing else to do but.
I'm mostly fighting life gain, though. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think I'll probably get rid of that one.
When Bitter Reunion enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sacrifice Bitter Reunion, and what does it do?
Sorry, I brought it back up. All creatures get haste.
So you pay a 2 for an enchantment, discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. I mean,
I don't think I'll ever use the haste ability, but I think Cathartic Reunion is just straight up better.
It is a weaker version of Cathartic Reunion, but it doesn't require 2 cards in your hand. It requires 1 card in your hand. Plus that card.
Yeah.
So like Cathartic Pyre is like 2 mana for effectively discarding 3 cards to then draw 3 cards, and Bitter Reunion is 2 mana for effectively discarding 1 card, having 1 enchantment in play, and then drawing 2 cards. I think for your the haste could be pretty powerful, because then you could just be like,
Here's Annihilator 10, go!
yeah, here's this thing, I play it for 0 mana, and also now I pay 1 mana, it has haste, and I attack you. So now it's
Yeah.
even less ability to recover from.
Mhm.
But I would agree it's not very powerful. If for some reason you wanted it, I'd put like 1 or 2 in. Because it doesn't hurt you very much. It does not hurt you very much. You still get to draw 2 cards. You still get to discard a card. It's still decently flexible. It's still cheap, and it does give you some late game bonus that you probably don't need, but could save you from a board wipe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could just end the game right there instead of giving your opponent a chance to do something.
Yeah. The best part is my opponents typically end the game as soon as I summon one of the Eldrazi's. So I don't need haste. They do it themselves.
The super haste. So you could probably get rid of it. I'm just saying it's not the worst card around.
Oh, no. I'll probably keep it around just because it's a common, and I'll just be like, I'll craft it, whatever. I'll mess around with it in a sideboard, maybe. I don't know. And it's still a useful card in the future.
I'd put like 1 or 2 in. It's not necessary. It's just it's a lesser version of Cathartic Reunion.
This one I kind of like. Yeah. I kind of like this one. Kind of liked it.
I like that one a little bit less.
Yep.
It's positive that it can do 3 damage, even though it's like it has the flexibility. So if they have a Planeswalker that's weak that you really need to get rid of,
Right.
it's not an issue. But I dislike the fact that you play a card, and then you discard cards and only draw as many as you discard. So you're losing hand size by 1, whereas all the other ones you're
getting more. Yeah.
Staying neutral.
That's
all the
why.
other ones are staying neutral. You don't actually gain cards as red. You just change cards out.
Yeah, Faithless Looting and Cathartic Reunion are like the gold standard, I feel like.
I swear there were cards that were just straight up like 2 mana, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards.
I think they're probably red-blue.
They're probably red-blue because they were so much better than these ones. Because these ones make you discard first, and then you draw, whereas the other ones were draw first and then discard. Because there's been a number of times where it's like, draw 2 cards or whatever, and it's like, I don't like these cards. Discard 2 cards. Fantastic. Nothing has changed other than the cards I don't like are no longer in
my hand.
Yeah.
The only reason why I liked this one is someone used a counter spell on it, and I was like, well, I already put the bird and an Eldrazi in the graveyard, so I'm content with not drawing 3. Hopefully my persist gets used. I don't get that countered.
Yeah, I can see that. It's too bad that you're already so heavy into red-black that you can't fit in like the blue draw aspect. But I just because if your hand size gets low for any reason, like if you have to discard cards,
yeah,
then if you play cards or if you have to discard cards and your hand size gets low, then you're in trouble. Then you can't even get more cards.
I know, right? It can really this deck can really see, like, this is the almost perfect hand. This is the almost perfect hand.
Just all reunion, a persist, and a bird.
I just need a big thing in the graveyard is all I need.
What are you gonna discard? Cathartic Reunions?
Probably. Definitely the bird.
Not the Raging Goblin.
Oh god, no. He makes tokens when he's blocked. I don't need 2 persist. Oh my goodness!
Not the land.
That's funny. Okay. Well, this is the perfect hand. I told you. if one of these lands was a creature, the game would be over.
Don't you need to like discard a really big card?
I need to. Right now I have nothing. There we go. Okay. Well, I knew I was. All right. Big card. Let's see. Hold on. Let me view the battlefield here. 2, 4, 5. Okay. So I will use the last card ingredient. There we go. And now I'm Monster Reborn. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, my spells are free.
Oh, my spells are free. Oh wait, I'm gonna draw whatever I want. So I'm going to get the Defiler because he's super cool. Oh, that's even better. It's just so bad. Oh. Exile stuff. Bet and bet. I know, Sparky. There, I got everything under control now.
Coming.
Yeah, you should have seen that coming, Sparky.
We've only done it like 30 times.
Congratulations. You
If I didn't draw those lands and I instead had some Wombo creatures, the game would have ended significantly sooner. But that was very funny that I drew a bunch of persistent skeeping symmetries and lands when I already had them. Oh, that was good. That was. Alright, you want to do an operation?
Yeah,
That's
do an
true.
operation and then my to-do should be done.
Oh, cool.
Myself.
Oh, let me plug in my controller here. How is I'm curious how my audio is with a game like this. How diverse.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. Yeah.
I'm not so eager to test Planet Side because I'm mostly in a vehicle and I'm in third person, so I don't need to hear directly behind me left, you know.
Well, it definitely helps because, like, you know, whenever you're like, I hear a mag raider, and I'm like,
Yeah.
northeast, because you're kind of like, it's generally around here, and I'm like, it's northeast.
Yep.
So I know where it's at, because just by the act of me panning to generally find it, like the direction of the sound, is enough for me to figure out where it's coming from.
Can we do like a level 5 maybe or something so we can just test out
Yeah.
audio things?
I don't care.
I'm not on my A game for 10s and 11s at this time. I can barely play Magic. Oh wow, this is loud. Can you do a mic test?
Hello.
I can hear you, but I gotta turn down the audio in the game.
Maybe you need to turn me up.
That's true too. I'm just gonna go master volume here.
Kill 200 enemies using the stalwart. Okay.
I don't need any of those medals.
I don't either.
Yeah, let me read this incoming message from Super Earth. Oh, okay. They just... This is gloom stuff. Oh, the bot front hasn't moved since I've played. Oh, there's like actually a couple planets. Looks like 2 of them got liberated. What? Look at this. They're cut off. Look at that.
Yeah, those 2 planets.
Trash and Mastia. Trash. Tosh. Anyways, do they get...
Eaten up by the spores.
Hellmire's gone?
Eaten up by the spores.
Oh, I bet it'd be funny if the giant flame just killed all of the gloom because it's flammable.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Do these planets get reinforcements or anything because they're cut off?
I haven't looked into it. They're probably fine-ish.
They regenerate liberation health or whatever. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like the planet has HP and we chip it, but it has passive regen.
They definitely still have regen.
You shall
liberation.
Their attacks might not be very strong, but they still have regen.
Well, I am ready to come on board your ship.
The galaxy awaits your salvation.
We have to hold Frack Bay, and that is the major order. It looks like we're gonna lose it. Okay.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Boop, 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 boop. It sure is taking a while. Thanks for helping me with that deck. Oh, it says unable to join game.
I'll invite you.
Oh.
My Discord.
Allied destroyer coordinates.
I saw on Reddit there was a purple faction to the southeast quadrant of the galactic map. The 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock area. Did you see that?
No, didn't.
See, that's what Reddit should be about. Like, freedom. It says unable to join game again. Why?
It's weird.
I'm gonna
Allied destroyer
try, I'm gonna try one more time, and then you can send me a Steam invite. Maybe it'll work as a Steam invite.
Good point. Might work.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Well, while you were sick, there was a new Coretta news report. It was,
Corella Kelly?
yeah, I should probably try and find it for you. At some point.
Oh. I'm gonna exit the game and try again if this doesn't work. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna exit the game.
Okay.
Maybe you might have to also. I don't know. Yeah, I saw that one on Steam, but I didn't. I tried watching it, but everything I watched in my brain with COVID brain, I was like, colors. Oh, cool. What happened? I don't know. I should try watching it again. Hit replay. Falls asleep. Wakes up. I need to blow my nose. No,
The
no.
Helldivers thing or the
Me,
Russian Navy thing?
me trying to. Oh, the Russian thing. I fell asleep like 2 minutes in. I will give it another try though.
I thought it was super hilarious.
Yep. I got it. Yeah,
The first episode was really good.
I just had the cough syrup too. That I just had. I drank off. I'm on the bottle.
Did I invite you? Or...
I'll try one more time here.
Allied coordinates locked.
It's taking a while. Oh, nope. Okay, well, we'll try the invite, and then I think you might have to restart the game.
Allied coordinates locked.
Yeah, accepted. Not looking good. Oh, no, it failed, Jason. I think you might have to restart also. Yeah, I saw you popping up. Yep. But that's what I like about the Reddit. It was like when everybody was finding all these cool things on their randomly generated maps, like bones of this, skeletons of that, old robot stuff.
Yeah.
And then it became like a big whiny fest. Like, I can't explain it any other way. A bunch of people whining. Always whining. And there were no
Allied coordinates locked.
what's going on? This doesn't look good either. Should I try hosting? I can try hosting. I didn't change any settings, did I? I don't think. Well, no, mine's friends only. Crossplay on. I don't know what else is.
I was also unable to join your game.
You were unable to join my game. Eh. Is there a bug with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
The automatons should have been content with what they had.
I don't think.
Theoretically, if I start a mission and you're on the same planet, you should be able to see it.
Okay.
I guess I'll try that.
Which planet are you on?
The Galactic
Correct Bay,
War,
because it's
a
major
battleground
order.
awaiting your heroic intervention.
It's gonna be a wall defense mission.
What
As soon as I get down
difficulty?
there. It shouldn't matter. You should still see it, but it's gonna be a 5 because that's what
The
you
planet
requested.
cries out for liberation.
6s are pretty hard on bugs, to be perfectly honest. That's when impalers appear, and like 2 impalers pretty much just ruins your entire, like, 4 lives.
Yeah.
Alright, let me, what was our pick? Stalwart.
Ooh, is this a green one? Yeah.
Unmanaged democracy continues. Let us rally to her defense.
My music's getting epic. Come on, epic music. And it faded out.
Did you find my
I
game?
did find it.
Really?
It didn't let me join it. Yeah, I found it. It's this green dot on my screen. Level 120. Is that the maximum?
Coordinates received.
150 is the max.
150. Ah, that's when the real game begins.
So should I drop?
I'm trying to join now. It's not doing it though. Unable to join. Alright, well I guess drop, maybe? You can always alt 4.
I can. Game guard is like detecting new headset
Oh no!
enabled.
Take us to the fight.
I am on the planet.
There are boots on ground now?
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Yeah, in this game we say on planet, and in Planetside we say in continent.
Very true.
Oh no, it's not working. Oh man. Let's try this one here.
Allied
Yeah.
destroyer coordinates received.
I'm gonna go on to Reddit.
Reddit will solve all my problems.
It usually causes more frustration, because, like, why are you posting stuff like this? Unable to join game.
Greetings, Helldiver. The galactic war awaits.
This does seem very strange. This is the first time this has happened.
There's a chat. Anyone having trouble joining friend invites at the moment? Else having trouble joining friend invites at the moment. Yeah.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
My game sounds quiet.
None of this would have happened if I had my other headset. Right?
Exactly. It's all your headset's fault.
The bridge is yours, Helldiver.
It's not letting me do it.
Fight.
It seems so odd to not to have such problems with I think this has to be like the second time ever that we've had problems joining each other.
I know. I doubt it's the stream issue. I'm gonna turn that off. Because the stream never did anything bad before. Oh, come on.